This is Angelo. I'm covered in turmeric again. You can probably see it in my mustache and on my hands. Lots of that still. Trying to trying to fight off the old brain tumor, and still looking for your help and support in the fundraising efforts for the National Brain Tumor Society. Yesterday was a pretty cool day because got together with the Portland media coordinator John Baby, and we went down to Portland U Brew, also known as Unicorn Brewing now, and that's out in Selwood, just in south of Portland here. And we brewed a special beer that's going to be featured at the August 7th and 8th Westmoreland Selwood Brew Fest. That's Friday and Saturday, the 7th and 8th. That's after the Portland walk that we're doing for the National Brain Tumor Society. You can see that I have my, Gray Matters wristband, and I'm sure you'll get one if you join the walk down there. We might have a few kicking around here soon. It says, "Get your head in the game with the National Brain Tumor Society." And for those that haven't been checking in, the NBTS, National Brain Tumor Society, is a 501c, so it's a not-for-profit organization. So kindly, Jay from the Portland U Brew, he worked with John and myself to make a beer that he's gonna donate a keg of that from the Westmoreland Selwood Brew Fest towards the cause. And what we came up with for a beer style was a summer session ale. We're calling it Grain Brain. Don't do a lot of gluten these days because of all of that, but this beer is going to be a nice light 5% sessionable pale ale with some peach and apricot added to it. So a perfect summer beer, and I can only imagine how delicious that beer is going to taste, and I most certainly am going to partake in a little bit of that, even though I try to keep my gluten levels low. Anyways, today I started my day with the turmeric and coconut oil and peppers and ginger and galangal root, as I do every day, and made a nice big fat smoothie today with some spinach and kale and some grains that I had, some gluten-free grains, so including quinoa and chia and some blueberries and what else? Lots of just deliciousness, low gluten, low sugar, low carb smoothie. And I'm getting hungry again, so I'm pretty soon going to head back out into the hot weather. It's nice and cool down here in my apartment, but outside there, we've had a heat wave going on in Portland, and where it's been reaching highs into the 90s for a couple of weeks now. My allergies, for some reason, have continued. Usually they end by the this time of year, but here we are into early July. Tomorrow is the 4th of July, and still sneezing away for the most part. But as you can see, like I said, my orangish yellow mustache from the turmeric root and coconut oil combo stain just about everything I have, but it's a testament to how much I love taking that stuff. Anyways, right now we've made great progress on raising money, even though we're still a ways out from reaching the ultimate goal of $10,000 for Team Republic. The goal for Portland for the National Brain Tumor Society is $110,000. So I'm happy to say that currently Team Brew Public is leading the way, but we still have 29 days to go before the walk. And the walk, as I had mentioned previously, is happening on August the 1st. Kicks off 8:30 in the morning. That's a Saturday, August 1st, at Pioneer Courthouse Square. It's a 5K. I may have given you some misinformation previously, but it's a 5K walk. You can ride, you can bike, you can do what you like, but um, that will be a lot of fun. There's a bunch of teams already signed up. You can start your own team. We encourage you to join Team Brew Public, especially friends that love craft beer, people in the craft beer industry. I've already got some brewers on the team right now. I've got Mike and his wife Barb from Vertigo Brewing on board. We've got Alex and his wife Sheila from Upright Brewing on board. Um, I've got family on board for the walk, and I know there's more people that I'm forgetting. I know that we're going to get some of the folks from Beer Mongers coming along for the walk. And there's also just been a lot of support financially for people who have donated to this not-for-profit and tax-deductible charity organization. You can find out more information about the National Brain Tumor Society and the walk if you go to braintumorcommunity.org. And I'm going to put a link to my team and also where you can get on the website. You can donate. You can join my team. You can start your own team. You can just donate anonymously or put your name right now. You can see the fundraising honor roll that I have right now, thanks to all my friends, family, and like I mentioned earlier, lots of people from the craft beer community have joined on. So I'm really, really stoked about the way things have been turning out so far. DJ Paul, who's the commander-in-chief here at Brew Public, the craft beer blog that I helped start back in 2008. He's got things locked in. He's been getting the word out there. We've been hanging posters, doing a lot. But we definitely want more people to join our team and also make donations. So I am going to put the link up here on the page. If you're on my Facebook page, you'll see the link above. If you're looking at this on the State of Euphorbia blog that I post to, it'll be below. Also on the YouTube page for myself. So that's kind of how it goes right now with the Brew Public and National Brain Tumor Society. Overwhelmed by the amount of support that we've received so far. So a big thank you to everyone who's chipped in, shown their support for not just me, but other people who are battling with brain tumors. There's still a few types of blastogliomas, such as the oligodendroglioma, which is the type of rare brain tumor that I have. We're still trying to find a way of battling it in a more efficient manner. Right now, they want to approach mine with radiation and chemotherapy, and at this point, I'm in a stage 2, which is not the worst stage, but I still experience seizures and other issues where I have to take a lot of medication and anti-anxiety meds. So some of the meds just really mess with every facet of life, but I'm not here to complain. I'm just here to explain kind of some of the symptoms of what people deal with. There's people that have it much worse off than I, and it's for everyone to benefit from this who's going through some kind of brain tumor. The National Brain Tumor Society and the braintumorcommunity.org they host and organize these events in every town, or not every town, but in some of the major cities across the United States. And what the goal is to find fund education and research, and ultimately to find a cure. 80% of all the money raised in this organization go toward these causes. The other 20% is for the paid staff who so diligently work, full time. A lot of it's volunteer driven, such people like myself who are just out volunteering. And this cause has given me a greater purpose to put forth. Initially, when things were going down for me and I wasn't doing well, I was in a real financial, emotional, and other binds, and people came through to support me. And granted, I would be lying to say that I couldn't use more of that type of financial and often emotional support, but I feel more satisfied and grateful to help other people than to help myself. So please give. There's a lot of people that can use it. And obviously, as I've mentioned previously, there's a lot of causes out there. There's a lot of people out there that need support for other issues, other types of cancers. And we're not trying to say that those other types of cancers or issues are not equally, or some maybe even more important. But brain cancer and brain tumors is certainly up there at the top of the list, especially for folks like me who are seeing we're given a timeline as to what we can expect as far as life expectancy and quality of life expectancy. I just had my 39th birthday, and I certainly want to live a long time. Now, they're telling me that the median life expectancy for someone with a stage 2 oligodendroglioma is 11 and change years. And things have been getting a little bit more difficult for me to some extent. The seizures I've had have been regressive, which means they have not been able to be controlled through anti-epilepsy medications, and that's a little bit frightening and daunting. But I still am fully, I feel positive about. I'm fully optimistic about what we can do. And I feel this way about a lot of things in my life lately. I've seen a lot of positive changes that have come about in the world, just in the news and otherwise. And I think that we as a society can make some great changes if we put our mind to it. There's a lot of negativity, and there's a lot of, how should I say it, drama in the world that we can focus on, but there's also a lot of positivity out there that we can focus on. And for me, sometimes I feel as though this is a blessing in some ways. It's given me the opportunity to provide a voice for those which perhaps I wouldn't have given a voice for previously to myself being afflicted. So a little bit of selfishness going into this, but at the same time, I'm very thankful, very grateful that I have the opportunity to, in some small way, be a spokesperson on behalf of those also living with brain tumors, and through healthy living and doing the best that I can to be an example of how survivorship happens. It's not just through medication, it's not just through, and obviously for me, I feel not through radiation and chemotherapy, at least at this point. And I think that healthy living, and allowing the mind to control the brain is a great way of moving forward and positively making a change. And I plan on not losing that. I plan on fighting with every last fiber of my being and staying a positive person. Now, I know at times I've been a moody bastard, and I've been, depressed, and I've relied on people to bring me up out of the doldrums of stagnation where I've not been able to do or be the person that I once was. But it's not about looking backwards or wishing or hoping for things that aren't there. It's about moving forward. And that is what I hope to represent, just as I know that the mission of the brain tumor community is doing as well. And my friend, my now friend Jonathan Beebe, who has inspired me so greatly, someone who has had friends in his life that have been afflicted by brain cancer and brain tumors. You know, he doesn't have this personally, but he's willing to put his time and energy and donate to the cause. And so I'm grateful for all of that. I guess gratitude is what I've taken away from this. And, you know, some days I'm not feeling very well, but I'm willing to put forth a yellowish orange mustache and tongue to keep fighting and to live healthier than I was beforehand. So please, 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 don't make me say please too many times, please. Give generously to the National Brain Tumor Society at NBTS Tweets if you want to find them on Twitter. And there's a slew of hashtags, National Brain Tumor Society or PDX, Brain Tumor Walk or hashtag Brain Tumor Walk. August the 1st, 2015, Portland Pioneer Courthouse Square. If you go to the website, braintumorcommunity.org, you'll find the other walks that are happening around the country. And if you've missed a walk in your town, it's coming back around again at some point. This year marks the 10th year that we've been doing these walks in Portland. So thanks to the National Brain Tumor Community for providing a place for folks like myself to give back. And please give to Team Brew Public and sponsor me and my team. And as I mentioned previously, I'll say one more time, 100% of this gift goes to the not-for-profit organization, and it's 100% tax deductible. So if you're a business, give generously, give often, and we've got 29 days. So give. One last thing I'd like to mention, since we've been talking about the craft beer community, and I'm talking about Portland U Brew, Unicorn Brewing, and my friend Jay Webb, everybody in his corner that's helped out for this. It's a great cross-promotional tool also, because when you give, we'll promote you. We will tell the world about your gift, and I really want to thank a few bars that have stepped up to pour beer on behalf of this organization, beers that were donated from some breweries. So the breweries I'd like to thank, for right up front, we've already mentioned Portland U Brew, Gigantic Brewing. Is going to pour a beer at Bailey's Tap Room. So thanks to Bailey's Tap Room, one of the best craft beer bars in Portland downtown. Gigantic Brewing, one of the best craft breweries in the nation right here in Portland. Also Roscoe's Pub, another one of the best craft beer bars in Portland, if not the country, just like Bailey's. They are going to be pouring a special beer from Worthy Brewing, an amazing brewery from Bend, Oregon, is doing a special hop program out there. They have both given generously, and also another craft brewery that's one of my all-time favorites. I've liked them right out of the gate. They've done some excellent beers and hop styles, is Good Life Brewing from Bend, Oregon. And they make some phenomenal beers, some real crisp, clean, easy drinking beers. This kind of beers I like to drink, especially when I used to drink more. Good Life Brewing is going to be pouring a special firkin of their beer at the Beer Mongers, where I bartend on Saturdays. So the Beer Mongers is probably my favorite pub, just because it's close to where I live. And also Sean Campbell and his family, the Campbell family, have been phenomenal supporters of me throughout my battle with brain cancer and this brain tumor that I've been living with. So thanks to Sean, his mom Connie, his late father Michael, and his brother Terry, and just the whole Campbell clan, but also all of the people at Beer Mongers, many friends and colleagues and people that I love deeply. Thank you all so very much. Thanks to the Ieso family, my relatives, and just everyone who's been in my corner since day one, and people that have just learned the story and been in my corner since they found out. I appreciate all of you so greatly. Um, so remember to support all these things. We'll post more on the site as more news unfolds, but that's about it for right now. That's my spiel. Um, I appreciate everything we've done. What else can I say? God bless. Hope you made it through the video. Peace.